welcome. My Hannah knows that I am from 3rd grade, and my report is on Mary Cecil, and she was born in 1838 through 1915. Mary Cecil was born in Dundee, Scotland, and to an unhappy, poverty-stricken home. Her alcoholic father sometimes threw young Mary out of the house at night after he had been drinking. Still, she continued to go to school and work with her mother in the mills. Mary received Christ at an early age and became interested in missions almost immediately. When Mary was in her 20s, Mary's brother John died, deeply grieving the family. Mary's mother had always hoped John would be a missionary. Mary now resolved to take John's place. Mary Cecil was accepted by the mission board of the United Presbyterian Church in Edinburgh to go to Calabar as a teacher. Calabar was one of the rawest parts of Africa. At age 27, Mary Cecil sailed for Calabar. Her first few years of missionary work were trying. Unhappy with her assignment of teaching in the mission school, Mary wanted to meet with people who had not yet heard of Jesus Christ. But tribal customs of witchcraft, superstition, and cruelty prevented the people from being interested in the message of the gospel. Mary was particularly horrified by the tribal practice of murdering term babies. The people believed that an evil spirit caused the birth of twins. So they killed the babies and cast out the mother from the tribe. Mary began to rescue the twin babies and help their homeless mother. Her involvement endangered her, but eventually led to reform among the tribe. The day of reform was a glorious day in Calabar. Mary was determined to go into a Rock Island area called Okanagan, or the up-country of Calabar. Several missionaries had already been killed in the Okanagan region, and no single woman had ever dared to go there alone. But Mary Cecil was no ordinary person. She would lie awake at night planning ways to get behind a wall of bush. She knew it would require courage and the firmness on her part to combat the savage customs of people. But Mary had no fear of harm because she wanted more than anything to tell them of Jesus' love for them. Impressed with her courage, the king of the region helped Mary begin her pioneer missionary work, which would continue for the next 25 years. Mary opened schools and medical outposts among the Okanans and acted as a judge, helping the people settle their arguments. She became known as a peacemaker and an example of the words of Jesus. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Matthew 5:9. Mary Cecil was named the first vice consul of Okanagan in 1892. She came to Calabar as a missionary, and her depth of commitment and willingness to challenge the boundaries of ordinary mission work earned her a position as the first woman vice consul in the British Empire. At age 55, Mary pioneered still another mission work in a new unreached area. She spent the next 10 years once again building churches, establishing schools, and telling people the story of Jesus. In 1915, at age 66, she died in a mud hut among the people she loved and served. Mary influenced kings and government officials, yet she led a very simple life among the people. She was not afraid to risk her life for people to know Christ.
Amen.
Amen.
Good job. I appreciate that, Hannah. You did a fine job. Amen. May God bless you for that. I think